to get started in just a few minutes. So let's just hang tight and let some more people get logged in, and we'll get started soon. Thank you for joining today's webinar. Before we get started, I want to quickly cover a few housekeeping items. First, it may look like you are the only one attending the webinar today. However, all attendees are hidden for privacy purposes. In addition, everyone will remain muted for the duration of the webinar in an effort to control background noise. Secondly, please feel free to use the questions feature in the GoToWebinar panel at any point during the webinar today. You can ask questions, leave comments there at any point while we're doing the presentation, and we'll do our best to get them addressed or your questions answered at the end of the webinar. One last thing before we get started, I want to do a quick sound check. So if you can hear me okay, please type yes in that questions box now. Okay, that looks like an affirmative. Everybody's saying yes. So you can hear me, so it looks like we're good to go. So with that, I'm going to pass this over to Rudy Collins, who's going to be our host for today, and hope you enjoy the webinar.
Thanks, Cindy. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rudy Collins. I am a customer success specialist here with OEC, and welcome to our June tips and tricks for RepairLink Shop. With today's agenda, want to make sure that we cover a few things. We're going to take a look at the snapshot of the RepairLink program. We're going to take a look at a new feature, actually the notifications. We'll look at a couple of tips and tricks that you can use to help quickly find the parts that you're looking for. And then we'll look at a couple of other things that will help you within the application, such as the Learning Center. And also we'll take a look at RepairLink Shop in action, take a look at a few, actually, almost a demo of what you should be seeing when you're using RepairLink, and of course, anytime you need it outside of the application, where to go whenever you need help. Now, for those that are not familiar with RepairLink or those that have used RepairLink before, this is a fantastic parts marketing tool, and it now networks well over 60,000 customers between dealers and repair facilities. Here in the U.S., we currently work with 13 programs that allow you special promotions on parts right within the application. If you want to take advantage of these discounts, all you need to do is log in. It gives you full 24-hour access at RepairLinkShop.com, and you can select the dealers that you normally deal with over the phone, and this gives you access to their pricing, parts, part numbers, as well as illustrations. Now, for those that don't go onto the website to use this, we've also tried to make sure that we integrated several of the shop management systems to make sure that we don't interrupt your normal workflow. So now if you're using Mitchell 1, RO Rider, Protractor, and also Napa Tracks, now gives you the ability to order the parts, taking advantage of these special discounts and not changing how you open and order your parts through your system. I want to show you again, actually, on average now, what we're finding is that people are keeping their cars a lot longer than before. Now we found that 12 years is the average age of the cars that are out on the street. Of those, what we're looking at are vehicles now that have about to come off of warranty. Actually, usually they're about 3 years is the current trend now. So we're looking at 68 million vehicles coming off of warranty in the next 3 years. So what that means is a lot of those cars are no longer going to the dealership. It's not being covered under warranty work. So now they're going to the independents. It's going to a different repair facility. So with looking at those numbers, you're looking at almost one out of every 4 cars are going to the dealership, and 3 out of 4 are going to you, the repair facilities. So taking advantage of RepairLink gives you the ability to try and put the same parts that were on the car when they were under warranty. It allows you to guarantee the repair because you're using the highest quality parts. And best of all, this is a free service for you, the repair facility. Now, how do you, the shops, know that you're getting the best price going forward? All the program eligible parts are flagged with a star and OEM logo. You should see multiple stars when you look for any of these particular OEMs, the 13 that are listed there. If you see a star next to that part, that lets you know that you're getting additional promotional pricing that you're not going to get if you place a call and try and order that part over the phone. Usually, if you just hover right over the program icon, you'll be able to see the information about the pricing promotion that's being applied to that. Now, to those that may have already been using RepairLink with any of the other OEMs, they'll see similar parts prices. Now you'll notice a difference. Anything that is an OEM part, you'll notice a star now. Dealers also may have their own promotions that they may be running, and now you'll see the $ sign. Both of these parts are promotional parts, so you want to take advantage of them. Especially the star parts, those are going to be exclusive to RepairLink, but because the dealer knows that you're using RepairLink, you'll see the $ sign parts there, letting you know that they're running a special promo for you. The biggest tip that I can give you here is updating and managing your suppliers. Dealers sign up for RepairLink very often, so when you go in, and if you don't see them in there the first time, make sure that you check back often about looking for dealers that you normally work with over the telephone. We've had a significant amount of continued dealer growth, especially in the past year and a half. More people have had to find ways to find the parts that they need while we've been socially distanced. So RepairLink has been a key tool and one of the reasons why we've experienced such growth with the program. If your dealer isn't on RepairLink, make sure that you ask them about it. You can ask them to enroll. As a matter of fact, if you are in RepairLink shop and you see that your dealer isn't there, there's actually a radio button that you can click saying notify when active, and this will kick over an email to you the moment they get activated. That also will have someone from OE Connections give them a call and let them know that there are dealers that are asking for them to get on. Now, when you click on the promotional link that's within RepairLink shop, or if you go onto the gold banner, this will take you to the shop information page. Now, this is actually a really good resource that you can access anytime you log in. This actually lets you know what's going on with all of the groups and their promotional pricing. You can click on these, you can see what parts are being, or what categories have different discounts, which OEMs are participating, and then if there's any special pricing that is out there, you'll be able to take a look at that all within the information hub. Not only that, you'll also have access to different notices, participating dealers, and also things like this, webinars that are available for training on new programs. One of the new features that we now added to the shop side is the RepairLink notifications. So now when you go under the account management, you have the ability to get status updates on your orders via text or via email. Now this will help, one, because you don't need to be in front of the computer. You don't need to sit there and follow the order on the screen. Now you can continue with any other repairs that you have. So you can keep track with any new notes, any photos. When the dealer responds to you, you'll also get either a text or email. So outside of just the normal phone call, this is another key tool that you can use to stay connected with the dealer, order the parts that you need, and make sure that they're going to get them to you on time. Now, if you do have multiple users, sometimes actually there is one person that is the admin, or a lot of times you may be sharing the login between everyone in the shop. Make sure that they go in under Manage Notifications. You can add multiple emails, multiple text messages. This way you can make sure that everyone gets notified whenever you're getting a response from the dealer. Now, another tool that we've put within the application itself is the RepairLink Learning Center. You'll find this in the bottom right-hand corner of the application. Now, the Learning Center is also another tool that's available anytime you log in. This is another good resource for you to find answers within the application. If you notice at the top, there's actually a search bar. You can type in what you're looking for, and the answer and the solution will actually show up for you in the bottom. Usually it may be an article or a quick video, but it gives you access to try and figure out what's going on without you necessarily needing to make a phone call. The Learning Center is going to be it's a good enhancement, especially when the dealership is closed. This lets you use the system, figure out what you need to do if you have any questions, and get everything answered all by yourselves. Now, the Learning Center, again, has tons of content in here. So anytime there is any updates or changes, in addition to the promotional tab, you'll also be able to find it right here in the Learning Center. So you'd be able to get access to any news, actually anything that's brand new that's changing within RepairLink, any additional quick tips, especially lots of short videos that are in there, just helping you try and maximize your time and get the most out of RepairLink. The walkthroughs are here for anyone that wants to use any of the shop management systems. You can take advantage of the walkthroughs that are housed here within RepairLink, so you can get yourself set up. If you do run into anything, of course, give us a call. But a lot of this content is set up here so that you're able to help yourselves find any answers that you need with the assistance of the search, and continue to use RepairLink. Here, let's go ahead and take a look at RepairLink actually in action. When you first actually go to the RepairLinkShop.com website, what you'll see are an option to either register your shop or log in. When you click register now, it's a simple one-page document. It takes you through all the basics, just the shop name and address, primary user, and they make up their own username and password, and you're done. This will automatically set up an opportunity for you to create the login, and then if you want notifications, you can also access that as well. The first thing that it takes you to is adding your dealers. So they make sure right off the bat, if this is your very first time logging into RepairLink Shop, it is going to bring you to this screen automatically. And you can search within 25, 50, even 250 miles. Simply select the OEM that you want, or you can select all OEMs, and it will display every dealer that has RepairLink for you to take advantage of. It also shows you dealers in the area that may not be set up yet. If you see a no next to the dealer that you want to work with, simply click Notify when active, and you would hit the Save button. As soon as that particular dealer shows up in RepairLink, it'll kick an email over to you so that you know to go in and add them. But we also coach the dealers to reach out to you guys. So if they know that you've been asking for them to get on the RepairLink, the moment they're on and active, their job really is to reach out to you, let you guys know you're ready to go. They're going to set up your promotional pricing that you should have, same thing that you would normally get over the telephone, in addition to any of the starred parts, as well as any promos that they're running with the $sign. Now the workflow within RepairLink is the exact same as it is with a lot of the aftermarket sites that we're already using. You can easily, source your parts by entering your VIN. You can use year, make, and model. You can also plug in, if you know the part number and you're just looking to just make a quick order, you drop in the part number and you hit search. It will automatically put it in the cart of your preferred dealer for that particular OEM, and you can quickly send that over. Now, outside of just ordering the parts within RepairLink, RepairLink also takes care of some of the non-sales, information that you're trying to get from your dealer. When you're searching by VIN, you can take advantage of the VIN attributes. This will give you all sorts of different codes for the vehicle, different trims, paint codes, the things that you normally call in for real quick and trying to get an answer. Now you don't have to wait on hold to talk to that dealer. Simply go to RepairLink Shop, plug in your VIN, and then click the VIN attributes. Now, as far as part searches, you have lots of options. You can take advantage of the part categories. When you click on those, it simply actually opens up and allows you to select other categories there. Or you can actually type in your keyword, and it'll take you to all of the parts that have that particular keyword in it. Just these particular features here, this cuts down on time. This gives you an opportunity to jump in, find out what you need, and order it quickly. Again, no more hold time within, waiting for the dealer to answer a simple question that you need, just to hang up and call back, hang up, call back, and maybe order the part. You can cut all of that down just by using RepairLink Shop, kind of do your own homework, figure out what you need, and then from there you can hit the order button. Here's another example. Once you drill down into those categories, in this case you have the body, you have several other subcategories you can click into. When you click into those, it will usually show you both the illustrations and the parts. So within actually this, this particular illustration, you can click on your diagrams. This will actually show you all of the key parts within that diagram. It allows you to click on the call out numbers. And best of all, you're able to not only see the list price, but you should also be able to see your price whenever you're looking at these. Now, if you do have any questions regarding your particular discount that you see here on the screen, make sure that you check with your dealer. Make sure that you ask them about the discounts that they offer, or a discount that you are normally accustomed to. They'll make sure that they have that added in RepairLink, and they can do that real time. So if you do see something and it doesn't look like a price that you would normally get over the phone, make sure just reach out to your dealer. They can update that for you and you won't have that issue again. Now here's an example I mentioned. If you click on the illustration, what happens is it shows the illustration to the left and then it points out all the call out numbers within the diagram there. Everything is listed on the right hand side. If it is a promotional part, again, it'll show the star for any of the OEM promotions, as well as you'll see the $ if that dealer is running their own specials. Now you can actually select the parts associated with the part that you need just by looking at the diagram. So if you're looking at one particular part, you see the call out number next to it, you can click on all of them and you can simply add them to the cart. Once you've added them to the cart, if you open the cart, this will be where you're going to see your part numbers. They're only showing within the cart, but this also gives you the option now to select how you want the delivery. Before, you simply had one standard delivery. Now, if you have shops that do hotshot delivery, you can choose ASAP. That way they can try and get those out. We also have a new feature within RepairLink called Deliver Now that can help get those parts out the door in 30 minutes or less. We'll have more details on Deliver Me Now, in a minute here. But this particular screen just gives you a recap. It shows you exactly what you're ordering, your parts, your pricing. Simply select the delivery option. If you have your PO, go ahead and enter your PO, your notes, and then hit the order button. Now, we've talked a little bit about how to find help within the application itself, but sometimes you need the questions answered and you want to talk to a person. Be sure to call into either if you have questions about the promotional pricing, you can give your dealer a call. If you have questions about the application and its functionality, obviously you can give us a call. But we want to make sure that there are several key takeaways from the presentation here. One, make sure that you are talking about RepairLink to the entire staff. Not just one or two people, but make sure everyone knows that it's there. If you want them to have their own sign-in, login, and password, you can assign that to them, or you can share the existing password. But make sure that they're able to jump in there and take advantage of all of really the resource that it is. If it can save you time, take advantage of it. And you have to tell people about it in order for them to use it. Again, make sure that you complete your dealer list. Make sure you go back. If you see a dealer that's not on, be sure to check notify when active. This way, we can make sure that you know about it. And also, if we're talking to that particular dealer, we can also share with them, hey, you had 7 shops ask for you to be on RepairLink, just waiting for a notification. Also talk to them. Tell them that you're using RepairLink and that you want them to get on. A lot of dealers will actually talk to us when we ask them, how they found out about RepairLink, or what was that one thing that made them sign up. And a lot of times it's that key shop. This guy buys from me all the time. He asked me about RepairLink, so I decided to get on it. Another thing, make sure that you're hitting the order button. RepairLink is a great resource for a lot of the reference material that you see there, but it's important that you're taking advantage of those promotional prices because they're not available by phone. And also, if you're hitting the order button, your dealers see that you're using it, and that also incentivizes them to run other promotional pricing. You know, they may run something strictly for their RepairLink users. And just like with anything else, you know, any new workflow, the more you use it, the more comfortable you get with it, and it simply just becomes easy. Now, outside of calling the dealer for questions, reach out to us. 888-776-5792. That's extension 2. And we're here until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a lot of times you should be able to talk to a live person whenever you're having an issue. You know, we can help work with your team on how to make the most out of RepairLink Shop. You know, we can walk them through how to use different features so you are actually saving, you know, the time and the money, you know, to find what you need and place that order rather than going back and forth with, you know, with the dealership or waiting for them to open. You know, we can also actually, you know, go through just the normal workflow, you know, with RepairLink, how that works, especially with the new notifications. So this way you're able to place an order. You know, you'll get a text message saying that they've replied, or you may even get a phone call. But we'll be able to work with you there to try and figure out what's going to be best, what fits best for you and the dealership. Our goal always is to try and make sure that the dealers can easily do business with you, and by connecting them to you through RepairLink, we're able to offer, you know, a one-stop shop for OEM parts, but some of the best pricing. Now, hopefully, if you have an opportunity here, please go ahead, actually enter some questions. We'll go ahead and try and go through as many as we can here. I'm just going to place you guys actually on mute, and I'll take a look at a few of these. And thanks again. Actually, taking a look at a few of the questions that are here. You know, a lot of these actually, these are some good questions. You know, I have one ask about the delivery options. You know, between standard, ASAP, will call, and the differences between them. Will call would be more of actually them coming to you and picking them up from the counter, as opposed to your standard run or a hot shot delivery. I have another question. Do I need to notify my local dealers that I'll be using RepairLink? Is there a setup on their end? One, yes, definitely. Definitely let them know that you're going to be using RepairLink. Once you've added them as a dealer, yes, on the dealer side, they will be able to see a list of all of the shops that have added them. And what they're tasked to do is make sure that they have the correct promotion for you. So they need to make sure that the pricing is correct. Otherwise, what you'll see is just list price whenever you go to that particular dealer. I have another question. Can I place a parts order from my invoicing program in Mitchell 1? Yes, actually what happens is you'll be able to select the parts within the RepairLink punch out, and it will bring them into Mitchell. If you do have questions about the setup, again, you can actually do that right within the Learning Center, but if you do need more help, just give us a call. We'll be more than happy to walk you through that. I have another question. Can I price auto body parts as well? RepairLink does have a full catalog, so you can see there is a section for body. Depending on the OEM, some of those may show a zero price. So Ford, GM, and I believe Mercedes all have a separate program, that where you would need to actually call into the dealer or send those via CollisionLink to have those serviced. Yes, anyone that attended will get a recording, as well as anyone that can't make it. We'll make sure that we try and get this information out to you. So if you want to actually share this with your other colleagues there within, the shop or the dealership, you'll be able to share this with them. I have another question. Is PayPal always an option for payment? If you do have a PayPal account, PayPal business account, it will give, certain dealerships will be able to accept those. That is actually based, that's based on that particular dealer. So if you do have questions, I would actually speak with them. I have another question regarding whether or not there's a timeline on adding Honda and Acura to Canada. Currently, I don't have one to share, but we are always working on expanding, the programs that are available both in U.S. and Canada. So I'm sure the moment it comes out, you'll also be able to see that in the News You Can Use section within RepairLink. I have another one here. Is there a way to check if your part is in stock without having a vehicle or VIN information? The answer to that question is no. You definitely want to have either the VIN or your make and model of that particular vehicle, because that particular part number may actually be the same for a different OEM. So RepairLink does require you to put one of those. That way they can make sure that they're giving you the most accurate information. All right, I do want to thank everybody. We did go over just a bit. I just want to try and get through as many questions as I could. I hope actually everyone took something away from today's presentation. Again, be sure to hit the order button. Make sure that you're talking to people about using RepairLink Shop. Again, my name is Rudy Collins. Thank you again for attending the presentation, and you all have a good day.